That is Opry Mills Mall. That is the Grand Ole Opry House. And I don't know what they got going on besides the community day going on today. This right here was Roy Acuff's home. But it's now WSM, where they broadcast out of. You got the Opry shop right there, right beside. And you got the box office. Well, y'all, I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, the outskirts of Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry House. Today is Community Day. Basically, if you have a Tennessee residence ID, you get to go through the Grand Ole Opry House and backstage for free. Pretty cool. They did this with the Ryman Auditorium about this time last year, I guess. And I was able to do that and go through it and kind of film and take some pictures and all that as well. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the same thing. I don't know if I'll be able to film, but I'm definitely going to take pictures and all that. So if I have to take pictures, I'll probably do a voiceover. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when we get in there. Anyways, let's go through the Grand Ole Opry House. Let's go backstage, see what we can see. Hopefully go backstage. And yeah, I've been to the Opry before. Now this isn't a show that we're going to. This isn't a Grand Ole Opry show. This is just walking through the Opry House and walking backstage and all that. So hopefully it'll be something fun, cool, enjoy. Haven't been to a Grand Ole Opry show in a long time. But I would like to do that again sometime, but just not today on this video. Anyways, let's go check out the Grand Ole Opry House. The Grand Ole Opry is also celebrating 100 years this year. So you'll see a lot of Grand Ole Opry 100, Grand Ole Opry 1925, which is when it started. So anyways, here we go. And there is the Opry Backstage tour here at the Grand Ole Opry House. So this is still inside of the ticket center here. 80th anniversary. It's actually celebrating 100 years this year. Minnie Pearl from my hometown. '85th. And then the Ryman. And I also have a video of the Ryman that we went backstage for it as well. And this Opry shop, we're gonna go in and take a look at some things in the Opry shop as well. And you'll hear music in the background. There's always live music going on here. inside the gift shop here. And these are all the posters that are available here that you can buy. All the different artists. So yeah, they got hats, shirts. Grand Ole Opry started in 1925. Mugs as well.
That's pretty neat.
They got the outlaw section right here. Got all kinds of different things. T-shirt, $36 in the outlaw section. Here's another outlaw one. That one's $30. And it's like Lainey Wilson has her own little clothing thing with Wrangler. It's a jacket here.
Now they used to do over here. I don't work in the
This
opera
one
shop.
right here.
$220. Got a Grand Ole Opry guitar. $3,500. There's Dolly. They got all kinds of ornaments. Got an Opry book,
Okay.
hardcover.
Yeah. Oh, you get Brazil. Oh, yeah.
That's the old logo, Opryland, USA. Back when it was a theme park instead of the mall. And this is one of the Opry 100 shirts, celebrating 100 years of country's most famous stage. And this is a list of a lot of the artists that have already performed at the Grand Ole Opry this year or will be performing later on this year. And there's a whole bunch of them. So yes, that is the home of Roy Acuff that WSM bought him. And he lived right here, pretty much front door of the Grand Ole Opry House. All he had to do was walk out of his front door and right on into the Grand Ole Opry House. But it's now radio station WSM. And you can see it talks about the home right here. Roy Acuff House. I don't know if we'll get to go through this with the complimentary ticket today or not, but it'd be cool if we do. And if we do, I'll definitely film or take pictures if I can. This goes over to the Grand Ole Opry Hotel. So there's people in there, so we might be able to get to go through it. There it is, a little bit closer. See Luke Combs and Reba McEntire, top left. Carrie Underwood and Keith Urban, bottom left. They have an area you can sit out here, drink cocktails before you go in to see the Opry. This is a whole lot different from the last time I was here to see an actual Grand Ole Opry show. None of this was here. See Darius Rucker and I think Kelsey Ballerini, maybe, I don't know. There might be Beyonce, I have no idea who that is. Dolly and somebody up top. I am not good with current country music stars. So here's the line.
Hi guys. Oh.
Tennessee residents. We'll go get in this line here. There's the birthday cake. See, they got it decorated above the doors there. Over there. All right, y'all. So we are about to head in here in just a few minutes. Just take a look at the doors here. Old wooden doors. This has been here for a good while. I don't know how long it's been here, but for a long time. But anyways, no video allowed. So unfortunately I can't video inside. I can take a lot of pictures and then I'll just be able to have to do a voiceover. So unfortunately I can't video inside. But like I said, I'll take as many pictures as I can. So all right, so when we go in for the tour, we go in through the side door there, as you saw. We do not go in through the main doors, where if we was going to a Grand Ole Opry show or some other sort of show there, we don't go in those doors. However, we go in the side doors, we go into this room, and we watch a little movie. Inside this room, there's different pictures and different things hanging up on the walls and all that. But the little movie is hosted by Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, and they kind of talk about the Grand Ole Opry, the beginnings and where it's at now, and show different things, show different people, members, and all of that.
Now when the movie is over with, we'll go out into the main lobby area. This is where if you was going to a show here at the Grand Ole Opry House, you would come into this area. And in this area, we had somebody that talked to us a little bit more, told us a little bit more about the Grand Ole Opry. These are some pictures in that main lobby area. These are guitars from different artists. And then from here, we'll kind of move on down a little bit throughout the lobby, show you some more pictures of it, and then we'll kind of head on towards the backstage area. We are now officially in the backstage area. Back here, you'll see they have like a little kitchen area set up, but also they have all of the electrical appliances, all that for the show. Some of the house band was actually back here kind of warming up, practicing a little bit. They kind of talked to us a little more about some stuff. And yeah, we just pretty much kind of walked through this area. And these doors right here are the doors that every artist, whether you're a 50-year member or your very first debut, you come through these doors here. That fountain was actually given to Minnie Pearl from her husband, and she wanted it to be put here at the Grand Ole Opry House after her passing. So if you're an artist or a band member of the artist, you'll come through these doors right here. After you come through the outside doors, you'll kind of go into this little room, and then you'll hang a right and go into another room, and there you will talk to a man, that man right there, and he will assign you what dressing room that you go to. That's him right there. And this is the wall with all of the Grand Ole Opry members here. I don't have a picture with all of them on it, but it is a lot of them. There's kind of a better picture to show you. But now we're going to go into the area where all the dressing rooms are. And I didn't take pictures of all of the dressing rooms. There's 19 of them. I did take pictures of some of them. Some of them, the doors were closed, so I didn't take pictures of those because an artist may have been in them or whatever the case may be. So here is the pictures of the dressing rooms. Now this is the family room. This is where artists actually hang out before they go on or after they go on, and just kind of hang out and jam with other artists. And this is the watermark where the Grand Ole Opry House was flooded back in March of 2010. Or was it May of 2010? Not sure, but it was 2010 was the year. The door the artists go through to go out onto the Opry stage. And this is kind of more of the backstage. I actually got lost, or I got split up from my group, and I kind of just wandered around. So I was taking pictures here, there, and yonder, and trying to find my group. But eventually, I did find my group. And this is where I found my group. We're lined up to take our picture in the circle on the Opry stage. So while I was in line, I just kind of took more pictures of the stage. Just different things. Those are seats that you can actually buy and set on the stage during the Grand Ole Opry show. Of course, all of the instruments are set up and everything, and they was trying to kind of get us through a little quickly because they was fixing to start sound check for the show that night. as the backstage tour wraps up, they take you back out towards the front there, up through the aisles. So turned around, took some more pictures of the stage, of the seating area, and then you go back out into the main lobby, and then you exit through the gift shop.
And here's another Grand Ole Opry, 100 years. Got the date 1925 to 2025. WSM, Grand Ole Opry. $35. This one's the stars of WSM Grand Ole Opry. This one's $50. And so we just finished up with the tour. Tried to explain everything as much as I could, best I could, best I remembered it. And yeah, they are doing sound check now for, there's a Carrie Underwood shirt. There's a Dolly. So yeah, they're doing sound check now for a Grand Ole Opry 100 show tonight. And they was pushing them through kind of in a hurry to get out and about. So, and then we was one of the last ones out. All right, we're gonna go into the WSM radio station, the Roy Acuff home. So this is inside of the Roy Acuff house. I am allowed to film in here, but I can't go upstairs. It is a 2-story house. A National Life and Accident Insurance. And they are actually live right now on the radio, WSM 650 AM. So.
Oh, that's okay. I'll fix it for you. That's it? Thanks for that.
That's it. Yeah. That was quick,
Mr. Roy.
So this is an original audio horn from the National Life and Accident Insurance Company. And this just kind of tells about the home.
So we were the three of us were the main guys. So I would open the show because I'd taken over Grant's shift after he passed away. So I would open the show and work till.
Well, there's a basement that goes down. There's stairs that go down to the basement. Here, that talks about the Acuff house. So the WSM broadcast station moved in here in July of 2024 from its home of over 40 years from the Opryland Hotel. I remember when it was over there.
WaylandShop.com. Online, yes, sir. Okay.
The old pamphlet.
Thank you. My favorite.
Here's an old harmonica that was played by D4 Bailey. Harmonica pipe organ.
She's propped up there.
We've been here since 2:30.
He seems like he.
We usually do take one on Sunday, but we didn't today. Don't do that.
So October 5th, 1925. Was the first day of the WSM first signed on the air. So it's 100 years ago today.
For a long time, they were in the old Elwood Theater before they moved to the Ryman downtown.
And here it talks about the Grand Ole Opry. Says less than 2 months later, WSM birthed the show that would make country music famous. It was originally titled the WSM Barn Dance. The radio show, created by George D. Hay, featured weekly old-time folk music from local performers. The show changed its name to the Grand Ole Opry in 1928, after Hay ad-libbed the title to denote its down-home style and contrast to the preceding classical program. For the past hour, you've been listening to music taken largely from Grand Opera, but from now on, we will present the Grand Ole Opry. The Opry was the first of WSM shows to develop an excited audience who would visit the studio broadcast. And then it just shows a timeline throughout history. Walt Disney visits. Wow. Said Walt Disney performed as a guest voice in the WSM studio for popular children's radio program Wormwood Forest, which was syndicated nationally on NBC Radio. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Pat Sajak from the Wheel of Fortune got his start right here in Nashville. Said he served as the afternoon air personality at 6:50 a.m. WSM during the mid-70s. During that time, he doubled as a voice-over announcer and weekend weathercaster on WSM TV. In the Grand Ole Opry House. They moved into it in 1974. Yeah. And then here it is today. Pretty cool. So just to show you, this is looking out one of the front windows here inside the Roy Acuff home. Right there is the ticket office. Grand Ole Opry House behind it. Yeah, I mean, he was right here on the front steps of the Grand Ole Opry House. Wish I could show you more through the house, but fortunately I can't.
The tower is the Tower Cooling House. It has one job: to shelter and protect.
This is talking about the historic WSM Tower and the transmitter building.
WSM announcers and the station have had many homes. The only time broadcasts were hosted from the Brentwood complex was during the massive 2010 flood.
Well, here's a little bit of bonus footage for you. The WSM broadcasting transmitter and antenna. There it is. That is what the Grand Ole Opry goes out on. It's crazy to think that tower transmit 6:50 a.m. all across the country. People from all over the country can tune in and listen. So real quick, it says the station began operation here on October 5th, 1932. The anniversary of WSM's founding in 1925 by the National Life and Accident Insurance Company of Nashville. WSM AM operates on a clear channel frequency of 650 kilohertz with power of 50,000 watts. It originated the Grand Ole Opry in 1925 and has continued to broadcast its world-famous program on a regular basis. The unique tower is 878 feet high, and it was the tallest radio tower in the United States at the time of its erection. It sits on a large porcelain insulator, and it's held vertical by 8 insulated steel cables. Yep, there it is. So the tower's been here for 100 years. And there's the transmitter station. See, I just kind of wanted to stop by and show y'all the WSM Tower as well. This is on a different day than what I filmed the Grand Ole Opry House. There's another tower back there, but I don't know what that does. I'm sure it's all part of it as well, but yep, that is the tower. Pretty cool. And there's the Opry 100 sign, one of them. This one's on the side of the Grand Ole Opry House. See, they got flowers and stuff that's growed up. In front, it says Grand Ole Opry House, Opry 100 right there. And I know when I was younger, when this over here was the theme park, Opryland, USA, there was 2 little museums on the side of the Grand Ole Opry House. And I can't remember if it was on this side I'm on or if it's on the other side over there by Roy Acuff's house. But it was 2 little museums. One of the museums was of Roy Acuff and the other museum was of Minnie Pearl. and they were pretty cool. They were museums that you pretty much kind of hit. You hit them on the way out of the park, and so I went through them several times throughout my life. There's the sun. But yeah, I really wish Opryland USA, the theme park, was here instead of the mall. Now don't get me wrong, the mall is cool to have, and they say that the mall brings in more money than the amusement park did, and it probably does since it's open year round, whereas Opryland USA was only open during spring and summer. So, but I'd still wish it was open. It was cool. But yeah, you can tell sun's going down. They're doing some line dancing, teaching down there. And I think they may have already started letting in for the Grand Ole Opry show tonight as well, because there's not hardly anybody out here like it was earlier today. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for today. It's going to do it for this video here from the Grand Ole Opry House. Opry 100. WSM turns 100 years old today. October 5th, 1925. It's when it first went on air. Today is October 5th, 2025. And also, the Grand Ole Opry is celebrating 100 years as well. So, appreciate you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. Appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the backstage. Fortunately, like I said, I wasn't able to film, but I got as many pictures as I could. So I hope you enjoy that. Anyways, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all those free things. Hit that notification bell so you know when I put new content out. So from the Grand Ole Opry House here in Nashville, Tennessee, I'll see you real soon. Thank you and good night.